Imagine for a moment that you could unlock a door to a new reality, one where abundance flows effortlessly into your life. What if there was a simple yet profound key hidden in plain sight that could shift your experience and bring financial miracles to you? In the quantum realm, where possibilities are infinite, everything you desire exists in a state of potential. But to bring these desires into reality, you must tune into the right frequency. And just as a radio needs to be tuned to the correct station to receive a signal, so must you align your mind and emotions to receive the financial blessings that are already waiting for you. So, what if I told you that saying just 2 words could help you unlock this flow of abundance? These words are not magic, but rather, they are keys to shifting your energy and mindset in a way that opens up the universe's flow to you. Let's explore how this can be done. At the very core of existence, everything is energy. From the particles making up the atoms around us to the massive galaxies stretching across the universe, everything vibrates at different frequencies. And yes, even our thoughts, emotions, and intentions are forms of energy. They too oscillate, influencing and interacting with the world around us in profound, often imperceptible ways. Though you might not see these energetic frequencies, they are omnipresent, shaping every aspect of your life. The invisible forces that drive your actions, thoughts, and outcomes are governed by this energetic web. You might wonder, what does this have to do with financial abundance? Well, everything. When you begin to understand how energy operates, you unlock the secret to aligning yourself with the frequencies that bring miracles into your life, including financial ones. Imagine your brain as a sophisticated radio receiver. It has the ability to tune into different frequencies, each one corresponding to a different state of consciousness. These frequencies are not just limited to thoughts or emotions, they are deeply connected to how you perceive the world and how you interact with it. When you consciously shift your thoughts, feelings, and energy, you are essentially tuning your brain to different frequencies that can bring profound changes to your reality. By consciously choosing to focus on thoughts of abundance, you can begin to reshape your reality. When you are in alignment with the frequency of abundance, you are energetically drawing in the things that resonate with that energy. This isn't about wishful thinking or blind optimism. It's grounded in the scientific principle that energy, including your thoughts and emotions, shapes your physical world. One of the most fundamental concepts of quantum physics is the idea of a field that governs everything in existence. This field is invisible yet omnipresent. It influences and connects everything, from the smallest particles to the largest cosmic phenomena. Similarly, your thoughts and emotions are influenced by this field, affecting your experiences and reality. This quantum field doesn't distinguish between your desires and your current reality. It only responds to the frequency you emit. If you focus on scarcity or fear, you are tuning your brain to a lower frequency, one that is in alignment with lack and limitation. But when you shift your thoughts to abundance, the quantum field responds accordingly, aligning itself with your new frequency and making space for the opportunities, resources, and people that can bring those desires into reality. The field operates on the principle that energy is fluid and interconnected. It responds to your intentions and energy, reshaping your external world in ways that seem miraculous. But it all starts within. The moment you begin to tune your frequency to abundance, you activate the forces of the universe that are always working to bring your desires to fruition. Now, let's dive into the 2 words that can unlock your ability to tap into this flow of abundance. I receive. These words are deceptively simple, yet incredibly powerful. Saying, I receive, is not just about repeating words. It's an affirmation of openness, receptivity, and trust. It's a declaration that you are ready and willing to accept what is already on its way to you. In essence, it's a powerful signal to the universe that you are prepared to receive abundance in all forms. What makes these 2 words so transformative is how they align your brain and body with the frequency of abundance. When you say, I receive, you are not just affirming something intellectually, you are activating neural pathways that synchronize your brain with a state of receptivity. In this state, you are not chasing after things. Instead, you are making space for them to come to you effortlessly. The brain has an incredible capacity for neuroplasticity, the ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. By repeatedly stating, "I receive," you are rewiring your brain to expect abundance. This practice of shifting your mental and emotional energy is not just metaphysical, it is grounded in neurological science. Over time, your brain begins to reshape itself, making it easier for you to recognize opportunities, take inspired actions, and align with the flow of abundance. Neuroplasticity works by forming new connections based on repeated thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. When you repeatedly affirm that you are open and ready to receive, your brain starts to change. It starts to recognize abundance as the natural state of being, and your actions, thoughts, and emotional responses shift accordingly. The more you reinforce this affirmation, the more your brain forms pathways that align with feelings of worthiness, openness, and abundance. It becomes second nature for you to recognize opportunities, to trust that the universe is working in your favor, and to act from a place of confidence and certainty. The beauty of this process is that it works at an unconscious level. Once your brain has rewired itself, you no longer have to consciously think about abundance. It becomes part of your reality. The more you say, "I receive," the more your brain aligns with that affirmation, creating a positive feedback loop that amplifies your ability to attract financial miracles and opportunities. Beyond thoughts and neural pathways, there's another key component to manifesting abundance: your emotions. Emotions are energy in motion, and they are intricately connected to the frequency you emit into the world. When you align your emotional state with abundance, you send a stronger signal to the universe that you are open and ready to receive. Think about how you feel when you're in a state of joy or gratitude. Everything seems to flow effortlessly. Opportunities arise, people are more helpful, and life feels abundant. That's because your emotional frequency is vibrating at a higher level, one that is aligned with the energy of abundance. When you say, "I receive," it's not just about uttering words. It's about embodying them. You need to feel the energy of receptivity and abundance in your body. This means taking a moment to visualize yourself already living in the financial abundance you desire. Imagine what it feels like to have financial freedom. What emotions arise when you think of your ideal life? Let yourself feel that excitement, gratitude, and peace. Allow your body to resonate with the emotions of having already received. This emotional alignment is crucial for making the "I receive" affirmation work. When your emotional energy aligns with the words you are saying, your brain and body are fully in sync with the frequency of abundance. This amplifies the signal you are sending to the quantum field, increasing your ability to attract the financial miracles you seek. Daily affirmation practice. Start each day by saying, "I receive" aloud, with intention and emotion. Let the words resonate in your body and feel the power of receptivity. As you do this, visualize yourself already receiving the financial abundance you desire. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions you can cultivate. It immediately raises your vibration and aligns you with abundance. Make it a practice to list things you are grateful for, both big and small. The more you focus on what you already have, the more the universe will send you to be grateful for. Visualize financial freedom. Take time each day to close your eyes and imagine what it feels like to have all the financial freedom you desire. Picture yourself living the life you want, feeling secure, peaceful, and abundant. Allow your emotions to flow freely as you visualize this reality. Act as if. Start making small changes in your life to reflect your abundance mindset. This might mean making room in your home for more money, making decisions from a place of abundance rather than fear, or making investments in yourself and your future. Trust the process. Trust that the universe is working in your favor. Let go of any doubt or fear about whether your desires will manifest. Instead, focus on staying in alignment with the energy of abundance, knowing that what you desire is already on its way to you. Financial success is often perceived as a distant, elusive goal, a prize that requires a relentless chase, untold effort, and, perhaps, even a bit of struggle to attain. It's as though financial freedom is something that only a select few can achieve, and the rest must work tirelessly to obtain it. But what if the very mindset that we have about financial success is actually the thing that's keeping us from receiving it? What if we're unintentionally sabotaging our own chances of prosperity? This shift in perspective begins by understanding that the key to unlocking financial abundance doesn't solely lie in external circumstances. Instead, it starts within. Our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions have a far greater influence on our financial reality than we might realize. To truly change our financial situation, we need to shift the way we think about money and wealth. At the core of most people's relationship with money lies a fundamental belief of scarcity. Many of us are conditioned to believe that there's simply not enough money, not enough time, not enough opportunities. This mindset often stems from societal narratives that tell us that success is reserved for the lucky few or that money is something that must be earned through hard, exhausting labor. As a result, we focus more on what we don't have rather than what is available to us. And this sense of lack perpetuates itself. When we focus on what's missing, the brain begins to reinforce this belief, creating a feedback loop of scarcity. The brain, however, is malleable. It's designed to adapt and evolve based on our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. In fact, one of the most powerful aspects of the human brain is its capacity to rewire itself, a process known as neuroplasticity. So, if we can shift our focus away from scarcity and towards abundance, we can literally reprogram our brains to recognize and attract wealth in all its forms. To begin rewiring the brain for financial success, it's important to first understand how the brain operates. The brain is constantly filtering out information. It only processes the stimuli that align with its current belief system, which means that if you're operating from a mindset of lack, you will predominantly notice things that affirm that belief. You'll see the bills piling up, hear news about economic downturns, or notice the growing gap between where you are and where you want to be. This is where the power of the subconscious mind comes into play. Much of our thinking is driven by subconscious beliefs that we've developed over the years. These beliefs often operate below the level of conscious awareness, influencing our thoughts and behaviors without us even realizing it. This is why changing our mindset can feel challenging. It's not just about telling ourselves to think positively, but about reprogramming the deeply ingrained patterns that are driving our actions. When you start shifting your focus to abundance, you are sending a new message to your brain. Your thoughts, feelings, and emotions begin to vibrate at a different frequency, one that's in alignment with wealth and prosperity. It's like tuning a radio to a different station. Once you adjust the dial, the content you're receiving shifts, and you begin to hear different signals. One of the simplest ways to begin this shift is through affirmations. Repeating the phrase, "I receive," isn't just about saying the words. It's about conditioning the brain to expect abundance. These two words are powerful because they signal openness and receptivity. The brain is wired to respond to positive affirmations by reinforcing new neural pathways that support the idea of abundance. It's a process that takes time and repetition, but as you continue to affirm your readiness to receive, your brain will begin to seek out the opportunities and resources that match this new belief. In other words, when you say, "I receive," you are not simply hoping for abundance to appear out of nowhere. You are retraining your brain to recognize and act on the abundance that already exists. Opportunities, ideas, and solutions that were previously invisible to you will begin to show up in your life. Your brain becomes tuned to pick up signals of prosperity that were always present but hidden by your old patterns of thought. The link between our thoughts and emotions is powerful. While affirmations like "I receive" can be effective, the real magic happens when you align your emotional state with the energy of abundance. Emotions are not just random, fleeting experiences. They are energy in motion. When you feel joy, gratitude, or excitement, your body and mind are literally vibrating at a higher frequency. This higher vibration makes you more receptive to the flow of abundance and opens the door to manifestation. When you feel the energy of financial success in your body, you amplify the signal you're sending to the universe. For instance, imagine yourself walking into a room filled with financial opportunities, perhaps a new business deal, a prosperous investment opportunity, or a windfall. How do you feel? Can you sense the excitement in your body as if it has already happened? That's the emotional alignment that's necessary to manifest financial success. It's not just about saying the words, it's about embodying them. This is where visualization becomes an important tool. By visualizing yourself already experiencing the abundance you desire, you create an emotional state that aligns with that future reality. You don't just think about financial success, you feel it. The more vividly you can feel this success in your body, the more effectively you're rewiring your brain for abundance. This emotional alignment with your desired outcome increases your ability to recognize and act on opportunities that will lead you to financial prosperity. One of the most profound concepts to grasp when it comes to manifesting financial success is the idea of the quantum field. This field is the invisible force that underlies everything in the universe, from the smallest particles to the largest structures. It is in this field where all possibilities exist simultaneously. In the quantum field, time is not linear. Past, present, and future are all interwoven, existing together as a vast pool of infinite potential. What this means for you is that the financial success you desire is not a far-off dream waiting to be realized at some point in the future. Instead, it already exists, right now. It's simply waiting for you to align your energy and consciousness with it so that you can tap into that reality. This is where the concept of simultaneity comes into play. When you say, "I receive," you are aligning yourself with the version of you that is already financially successful. This is not a future version of yourself, it's a present reality that you can access right now. By claiming your abundance in the present moment, you are collapsing the potential reality of wealth into your current experience. The quantum field is full of possibilities, but it's up to you to collapse those possibilities into a tangible reality. Your consciousness, your thoughts, and your emotions play a crucial role in this process. By consistently affirming, "I receive," you are signaling to the quantum field that you are ready to step into the version of yourself who is already abundant. As your mind and emotions align with this reality, you will begin to notice that your external circumstances shift as well. Opportunities will emerge, financial flows will increase, and you will experience greater alignment with the prosperity you've been seeking. The journey to financial success is not about waiting for some distant future event to occur. It's about realizing that the success you desire already exists in the quantum field, waiting for you to step into it. By shifting your thoughts, emotions, and energy, you begin the process of collapsing the wave of potential into a concrete reality. As you continue to affirm, "I receive," align your emotions with abundance, and take inspired action toward your goals, you will begin to see a transformation in your financial life. The key is consistency. Just as you would train a muscle by exercising it regularly, you must consistently practice the habits that support your financial success. By doing so, you are rewiring your brain, reshaping your beliefs, and aligning your energy with the abundance that is already available to you. These two words, "I receive," are deceptively simple, yet when integrated into your everyday life with consistency and sincerity, they become powerful activators of inner and outer transformation. The key lies in embodying them through action, attention, and emotional alignment. Below are practical, accessible ways to bring this declaration from concept into experience. The way you start your day shapes how you move through the rest of it. Most people wake up and immediately jump into stress mode, checking their phones, reviewing to-do lists, or mentally rehashing yesterday's problems. But if you pause, even for just a few moments, and center yourself around the energy of receiving, you open a new doorway. Each morning, before touching your phone, sit upright, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. Speak the words, "I receive," either aloud or silently. Say them as if they're already true. Say them with authority, yet softness, like the world is responding to your energy in real time. Visualize light, warmth, or abundance flowing toward you. Picture the kinds of things you'd like to receive: opportunities, love, clarity, financial flow, peace of mind. But go deeper. Feel what it's like to already have them. That feeling is the energetic match that allows those experiences to find you. Pro tip: create a short 2-minute "I receive" audio loop in your own voice, layered with calm music. Play it every morning as a primer for your subconscious. Your emotions are energetic feedback. They tell you whether you're aligned with expansion or contraction, flow or force. Throughout your day, become more aware of how you're feeling, not just intellectually, but somatically. Are you tense? Are you rushed? Are you operating from fear or trust? If you're out of sync, gently pause. Put your hand over your heart or abdomen, wherever you feel emotion rise most. Close your eyes and say, I receive. Let the words land softly, like a reset button. Feel them lower your defenses and reconnect you to a higher frequency. You don't need to be in a perfect emotional state 24/7. That's not the goal. The goal is awareness, the ability to notice, name, and shift. With repetition, you teach your body that openness is safe. That receiving is not a reward, it's your default state when you're not resisting. In the moment example, you're about to enter a difficult meeting or face a financial decision. Instead of bracing yourself with tension, pause, take 3 deep breaths, and silently say, I receive. Let your nervous system know that you're supported, not threatened. Your mind is a rehearsal hall. Whatever you repeat internally becomes the script your life plays out. When you mentally rehearse abundance, confidence, and joy, you're laying down new neural pathways that make those experiences feel normal and expected. This isn't just about visualization, it's about feeling. Imagine what it looks and feels like to be financially secure, to wake up stress-free, to say yes to opportunities without fear. See the numbers in your account, hear the phone calls confirming breakthroughs, feel the soft fabrics of the new clothes, the texture of a business card with your name on it. Let it become so vivid that your subconscious can't tell the difference between your mental vision and external reality. That's when you begin to shift the signal you're sending out into the world. And that's when the world starts mirroring it back. Practical routine, just 5 minutes a day of sensory-rich mental rehearsal, combined with the phrase, I receive, can generate more subconscious momentum than a week of working in a state of doubt. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good practice. It's a signal you're sending to the universe that says, I am already receiving. Every time you give thanks for something you have, or even for something that's on the way, you're telling your brain to look for more of the same. Make it a habit to write or speak at least 5 things you're grateful for each day. Be specific. Instead of, I'm grateful for my job, try, I'm grateful for the peaceful drive to work today, or, I'm grateful that I got a message of support from my colleague. After each one, follow it with, I receive. Not because you're demanding more, but because you're recognizing the constant flow of good that already surrounds you. Bonus exercise. Try future gratitude, giving thanks for something that hasn't happened yet. For example, I'm grateful for the financial opportunity coming this week. I receive it with joy. This aligns your subconscious with expectation and ease. Sometimes, the fastest way to shift energy is through the body. Energy doesn't just move through thoughts. It's stored in posture, in breath, in movement. Experiment with simple physical anchors. Open your palms upward when saying, I receive, smile slightly to signal joy, or stand tall with your chest open as you speak your affirmations. Over time, these movements become somatic reminders, body cues that communicate safety, readiness, and openness to receive. Optional ritual. Create a receiving walk. Take 10 minutes to walk outdoors while silently or softly repeating, I receive, with each step. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more available to what life is offering you. Your surroundings affect your subconscious more than you realize. If your space is cluttered, dim, or filled with reminders of stress, it becomes harder to anchor new emotional states. Instead, make your environment reflect the energy of I receive. This doesn't mean you need to buy expensive things. It means curating your space with symbols of clarity, openness, and prosperity. Maybe that means a clean desk, a plant that represents growth, a vision board on the wall, or a sticky note that says, I receive, on your mirror. These visual cues serve as constant energetic invitations, reminding your mind and body to stay aligned. Tip: add a calming scent like lavender, frankincense, or sandalwood while you practice your affirmations. Scent is deeply connected to memory and can deepen your emotional response over time. As your internal state transforms, your external life follows. And the beauty of this process is that it doesn't stop with you. When you shift your frequency, you become a tuning fork for others. You'll notice that people feel lighter around you. That friends, family, even coworkers start responding differently. Conversations change. Opportunities come through unlikely sources. The people in your orbit begin to subtly shift because your energy has become a permission slip, showing them what's possible when someone lives in alignment. You aren't just attracting wealth for yourself. You're becoming a channel through which life, possibility, and abundance flow to others. Whether you realize it or not, every time you say, "I receive," you're helping someone else believe they can too.